Hey everyone. I almost fell out of my seat this morning when I seen this caption, this headline in the CBC News under the technology and science section. Headline: Scientists accused of scaremongering and overheated claims with warning to humanity. Article ignores increasing wealth, health, and well-being of human populations, some experts say. So this is all in response to the fear-mongering and all this scare tactics that the environmentalists and the market manipulators have been trying to put forth and present this. Oh, the sky is falling. Oh, the world's going to come to an end if we don't do this. I mean, how many times have we heard this, right? I mean, these kind of alarmist fucking approaches have been used so many times. I mean, this kind of shit, I mean, it's got to stop. I mean, of course, yes, listen, humanity, we will all eventually get to that place where, yes, we will gravitate towards doing things more efficiently, right? Using less and less resources, things that are renewable, right? Human beings, we understand proper incentives. As much as these central planning dipshits and these elitists and these fucking authoritarian environmentalists, right? As much as they try to pretend that the human population, we're all just too dumb to figure shit out on our own. What they don't realize, what they never take into account, and they should at this stage, you would think they would start to at this stage, because all the alarmist approach that has happened many, many times before has been proven bullshit, right? Like, this kind of stuff's been talked about, and this article references it, and I'll place a link to this article in the description of the video below. But I'm not going to really go into reading it. I do want you to go in and see exactly what I'm talking about. But this person that put forth and presented this article on CBC, they pointed out historical precedent in the past where these alarmist approaches said, oh, this is going to happen, right? Oh, humans are going to starve to death, right? This is pre-industrial era kind of bullshit. Is, oh, the populations get too large in the world, and we're all going to starve to death because the planet can't have multiple billions of people. And once again, it was proven time and time again. It's like, oh no, we come up with all these modern technologies and agriculture and machinery that, hey, look, now we can feed billions and billions of people. And actually we do it cheaper, more efficiently than it was ever done in the past. Right? So all these, like I say, all these alarmist bullshit fucking stories and propagandist narratives that have been put forth in the past have been shown time and time again that nope, the human mind, ingenuity, innovation, creativity, ambition, technology, and proper incentives have always worked seamlessly and tirelessly to negate all these bullshit scaremongering or fear-mongering pretenses of, oh, the sky is falling or the world is going to end. Time and time again, it's always been shown that, yes, humans are amazing creatures, just like with nature, at adapting to changing environments. To forget or to pretend otherwise, that's such a failure on so many levels. And it's actually soul destroying when you think about it. It's like to pretend that people are just helpless victims or that nature is like some helpless victim. Like I say, it's never done anything to help invigorate, instill ambition or goals or creativity or moving humanity past these perilous fucking propositions, right? If these central planning fearmongers had their say, well, humanity would have ceased to exist, countless millennia ago. So yeah, put these fuckers on the back burner where they belong. Put them on slow boil. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe they like that because it's like, oh, look, global warming is real. Okay, forget about that shit. But in reality, yeah, forget about the kind of bullshit rhetoric that these fearmongers espouse. And yes, accept and acknowledge the fact that, well, and we still should do the right thing when we can, when it's possible and probable, right? But no, this central planning model where you're now trying to turn away from fossil fuels and how beneficial that has been to the human population at large, not just in modern democracies, but a lot of these emerging and second and third world countries. Capitalism and the creative mind, intellect, and innovation has benefited millions and millions and ultimately billions of people just within the last century alone. So fuck these fearmongers, forget the bullshit they're trying to espouse, and just, once again, as per usual, the kind of stuff that I talk about is let's use common sense, logic, and reason, right? That's your, if you're not economically, socially, or philosophically astute, then always revert back to using common sense judgment. Fuck the ideologues, fuck the propagandists, fuck the special interest groups, fuck the government, fuck the crony corporates. Use your common sense, good judgment, and logic, and always acknowledge the fact that humans, we're just one species. Now, we're the dominant species, but we're just still one species on this planet we call Earth that can kick our ass just like the dinosaurs, plants, or animals before us. And nature will shrug us off if we ever get to the point where we're a true threat to the planet. Don't worry, the planet's not a helpless victim to the human population. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.